Welcome to Grindhouse Funhouse 31 Days of Horror. Tonight's spooky pick, Rabid. Rose and her boyfriend Hart are involved in a nasty motorcycle accident. He gets out with a few bruises while she gets burned up pretty badly. Luckily, there's the keloid clinic for plastic surgery nearby, so they bring them there to fix her up. Dr. Keloid decides to perform a radical new surgery to save her life. He performs skin grafts to her chest and abdomen to replace the damaged skin and organs she sustained from the accident. This radical new surgery also somehow gave her a new taste for blood. A mouth pussy with a phallic stinger appeared under her armpit that she uses for feeding on others. In the process, it infects humans with a virus that turns them into pale zombie-like monsters, foaming at the mouth, which then causes a citywide panic as the virus spreads. Rabid is part of David Cronenberg's Montreal trilogy, which began with Shivers in 1975, Rabid in 1977, ending with Scanners in 1981. Cinépix, who were the top Canadian genre movie producers at the time, and God bless John Dunning and André Link for that, wanted to collaborate with Cronenberg again after Shivers. Instead of a parasite that infects people in a high-rise apartment building, turning them into sex-crazed fiends in Shivers, this time, a virus spreads from getting close to Rose. Having Marilyn Chambers, one of the most well-known porn actresses of that time, playing Rose, was pretty on point from Cronenberg. Sissy Spacek was first considered for the role, but producer Ivan Reitman suggested Chambers to up the sex appeal of the movie. As a wink and a nod to Sissy, we do see Marilyn walk by a Carrie poster at night while she's on the prowl. Marilyn Chambers is the best part of the movie. She plays it sweet and innocent most of the time. She's not out to intentionally kill people, all she wants is to feed her blood cravings. Those she bites get infected, unaware that she's spreading a virus. The added bonus of having her in the movie is that you'll get the nudity your cheapy horror cat exploitation movie requires, and her being a porn star on top of that adds a certain dirty cachet. There's even a scene of her going to the Eve Theater, a real Montreal porno palace at the time, to find her next easy orny prey. It's a shame they didn't take the opportunity to screen one of her movies while they were filming that scene. Coincidentally, she did star in a movie titled Resurrection of Eve back in 1973. There's nobody else in the cast standing out performance-wise. To be fair, they didn't have much to work with in the script. They're all one-dimensional characters. Some are there just to be Rose's next snack, so they just blend in the background, a bit like an NPC in a video game.
Ice is so good. Yes, gang, gang.
The pacing was a bit slow. We do see a lot of people getting infected, a few on-screen deaths, but they all look and feel clunky. When they all get raged up, foaming at the mouth like, say, Dr. Keloid in the back of a van at the clinic, or a woman in a crowded subway car, it looks goofy more than anything. To inform us about the virus's progress, Cronenberg uses a clever story trick, inserting TVs playing in the background at characters' homes, where newscasters update the population about the situation. Something in the movie that bugs me is that we don't really know how she got that armpit pussy. The explanation resides in a scene that was shot, but was cut out to reduce the movie's runtime. Cronenberg later said regretting not including it. Towards the end, as authorities get involved, that's when we get a sense that things are getting dire. They're killing infected people on site and dumping their bodies in garbage trucks. That's pretty dark. Side note, speaking of authorities, this movie hits pretty close to home. The fact that it was shot here in Montreal, but also watching it again reminded me that not so long ago, we actually lived parts of this movie. In Rabid, when Montreal is put under martial law, characters had to show their vaccination cards as proof to access places, also limiting their traveling with a curfew. Yep, that happened here. The gore in the movie is more implied than shown. We get a few jump scares with an incredibly loud stinger. It does remain an entertaining virus movie, very topical and relevant in its subject today. It was already giving us insight on what kind of filmmaker David Cronenberg would become. His dry sense of humor was already in full effect, and his talents as a filmmaker were already in full display in becoming one of the masters of horror we know him to be today. It certainly inspired other virus movies. It's a fun horror B-movie with the added bonus in seeing my city in all its late 70s glory. Watching Rabid again, it inspired me to finish work on a filming locations video I had started, funny enough, during the pandemic. I need to put the finishing touches on it, so keep an eye out for that. Links to streaming or purchasing Rabid are available in the description below. Let me know your thoughts on Rabid, and come back tomorrow for another 31 Days of Horror Spooky Pick.